It's golden hour, the kind of light that turns ordinary moments into memories. The cafe hums softly with chatter and the smell of fresh coffee, but for these two women, the world seems to narrow down to just their table. One of them laughs, that carefree, full-bellied kind of laugh that shakes away awkwardness, and in that very moment, without meaning to, she says it. Babe. The word slips out, light as air, but heavy with meaning. Time stumbles. Her eyes go wide, the smile fading as realization hits like a soft wave. Her hand freezes midway to her cup, as if moving might make it worse. The other woman blinks, a flicker of surprise in her eyes, but her lips slowly curl into something gentler, a smile that feels like sunlight. There's a heartbeat of silence between them, where neither knows what to say, and yet everything is said already. The one who slipped looks ready to apologize, maybe even retreat into nervous laughter, but the warmth in the other's gaze stops her. It's the kind of look that says, it's okay, maybe even more than okay. The moment hangs there, fragile, unplanned, and impossibly real. The background blurs, the cafe's sounds fade, and what remains is this quiet electricity that only honesty can spark. Maybe love doesn't always arrive in grand gestures or perfect timing. Sometimes, it stumbles out between sips of coffee and bursts of laughter. And sometimes, a single word, one small, unguarded, babe, changes everything. Because maybe, deep down, it wasn't a slip at all. Maybe it was the truth finally finding its way out. The world seemed to pause, as if even time was holding its breath. The cafe's faint hum faded into the background, only the soft clinking of a spoon and the low murmur of the rain outside dared to exist. Between them, silence stretched like a fragile thread, delicate yet unbreakable. The woman who had let the word babe slip sat frozen, her eyes darting away, lips trembling as though they carried the weight of a secret too bold to be spoken. She bit her lip, half in regret, half in disbelief, wondering if she had ruined the gentle balance that existed between them. But then, the other woman tilted her head, her gaze warm, almost playful, like she had just uncovered something precious. Her eyes softened, teasing, yes, but full of quiet affection. That silence spoke louder than any confession could. It wasn't awkward, it was electric, filled with the ache of things unsaid. Every heartbeat echoed in the stillness, sinking in rhythm, like two souls finally recognizing each other. The dim lights painted their faces in gold and shadow, blurring everything except them, two women caught between friendship and something deeper, something neither dared to name. And in that breathless moment, the embarrassed one exhaled softly, a shy smile forming despite herself. The other responded with a small, knowing grin, a silent reassurance that the word babe wasn't a mistake, but perhaps a beginning. The silence didn't separate them. It stitched them closer, binding their hearts in unspoken understanding. Some moments don't need words, they just need the courage to stay, to feel, and to let the silence say everything love can't yet confess. For a fleeting moment, the world seems to hold its breath. Their laughter fades, the sounds around them blur into silence, and all that remains is the quiet thrum of something neither of them can name. Their eyes meet, hesitant at first, then steady, as if searching for an answer that's been there all along. There's no need for words, the air between them says everything. It hums with an unspoken truth, a delicate pull that neither friendship nor time could disguise anymore. One of them blinks, her heart skipping a beat as a soft pink glow from the setting sun spills across their faces. It's in that light she finally sees it, how her heart has always leaned toward this person, how every shared laugh and lingering touch carried something deeper. Her fingertips tremble, caught between fear and longing, before they finally move, slowly, instinctively, toward the other's hand. The touch is barely there, just the brush of skin against skin, but it feels like the world shifts on its axis. A spark ignites, subtle yet undeniable. The other girl exhales, a shaky smile tugging at her lips as realization mirrors back in her eyes. It's not confusion anymore, it's clarity. The kind that floods you all at once, leaving you breathless and alive. In that silence, everything becomes clear. This was never just friendship. It was love, disguised in laughter, hidden in glances, waiting patiently for this very moment to unfold. And as their hands linger, the world begins to move again, but they don't. Because now, nothing else matters. The realization has already rewritten everything. Time slows down, but the heart doesn't. It beats faster, almost too loud to ignore, like it's begging to be heard, to be understood. They stand there, inches apart, breathing the same air, yet holding back a world of emotions. One glance, one soft exhale, and suddenly the silence between them feels heavier than words ever could. Her eyes flicker, part fear, part longing, as if asking for permission to cross that fragile line between friendship and something deeper. And when it finally happens, it isn't fireworks or movie magic. It's real. It's trembling lips meeting halfway, uncertain yet certain enough to not turn back. The kiss isn't perfect, it's human. A mix of hesitation and desire, of hearts that have waited too long to say what words couldn't. The world around them fades, lights blur into a soft golden haze, sounds melt into heartbeat echoes. There's a pause mid-kiss, a breath shared, a smile that trembles on both ends. It's not about passion, it's about connection, that silent realization that this moment, fragile and fleeting, means everything. Their hands find each other naturally, not because they planned to, but because love often writes its own choreography. The warmth between them speaks louder than confessions ever could. When they finally part, neither says a word. Their eyes do the talking, relief, disbelief, awe. It's as if the world just shifted, gently but irreversibly. That one kiss wasn't a promise, it was a truth revealed, soft, imperfect, and absolutely real. And in that quiet afterglow, both know deep down, nothing will ever be the same again. For a moment, the world falls silent. The air still hums with the warmth of their lips, the quiet aftermath of something that felt both forbidden and inevitable. They pull back slightly, their foreheads nearly touching, breaths mingling in a soft, trembling rhythm. The one who said, "Babe," still looks stunned, like the word had escaped from the deepest part of her heart without permission. Her eyes dart nervously, searching for meaning, for assurance, for anything to ground her in the storm she's just unleashed. The other just smiles, slow, knowing, and impossibly tender. There's no judgment in her gaze, only the kind of love that wraps itself around you without needing words. A small laugh escapes her lips, quiet but full of wonder, like she's realizing in that very instant just how real everything has become. The one who slipped up stares at her, half relieved, half terrified, trying to understand if that smile means she feels the same. And then, with a soft tilt of her head, the other girl whispers, "Say it again." Her voice carries no demand, just an aching sweetness that makes the moment heavier, softer, more alive. The one who said it finally lets out the breath she didn't realize she was holding, her lips curling into a shaky smile. "Babe," she repeats, this time, steady, certain, and beautifully unafraid. It's a confession, a promise, a beginning. They both laugh then, not out of awkwardness, but pure disbelief at how something so simple could feel so extraordinary. The world returns, but slower, gentler, as if it, too, is in awe of them. And in that single shared heartbeat, they both know, Some moments aren't meant to be